Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the Lions Den. Hello, Fire and Ice. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Joe. And hello, Diamond. Hello, ladies. Welcome in. Please remember to hit the like button. We're going to see what's going on. This is going to be what's coming in. All signs. We'll see what we got. All right. We'll let some people hopefully be notified that we're live. And it's go time. Hello, Chatty Chicky. What's up, Julie? Divine Ice, hello. Welcome in. Hi, Roxanne. Whoa! Oh, my Lord. The one card that just... Did you see that? Did you guys see that on screen? The one card that jumped up like on this higher part of the table? Oh, what's going on? Either people are thinking about love or wanting love, something heavy with love right there. Oh, I'm thinking about love. Somebody out there, I feel like some people are wanting to see it show up. Okay, we're gonna see what happens. What is that all about? I'm gonna run with that. That was kind of a little spooky. Here we go. My first shuffle, and the card card thought it was Jackie Chan. Like literally, the card was like, "What's up?" All right, here we go. Just let's see what we get. What's coming in? All right, let's get to the banners. Hey, Leslie, I think I saw you up in here a second ago. Was it Leslie? I'll check in a second. We're going to start with Taurus. Taurus is going to be the first one on the board. Taurus, we're going to do earth signs first. Earth signs first. Sherry, welcome in. Maybe it was Sherry. I clicked quickly. I didn't really notice what it might have been. And it was Leslie. Leslie isn't here. Doing all right. I'm doing all right. Not too bad. Not too bad, Leslie. Bull time. Yeah. How about that? I start with Taurus and I see somebody's name, Bull time. Here we go. What's coming in for the zodiac sign of Taurus? What's coming in for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Show us the energy for Taurus. What's showing up for Taurus? Coming in. Let's see what's coming in. A lot of you are really going to be stubborn with your stability. Right off the bat, Taurus, you have a lot of stubborn energy with stability. I feel like you're going to be very goal-oriented. I'll look at the bottom of the deck now. It's upright. Like you're going to go for the balance of that. Something about you really want to nourish it. Things of emotions or things that don't keep you happy, you're not really going to let that get in the way right now. Or that's probably what you know you have to work on right now. Being like, no, I'm not going to take the escalator ride up or down. Something about Tauruses are like, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say how I'm feeling. It's almost like you feel like, bitch, I know better than that. Emotionally, you're not having it. You'll leave it out in the cold, Taurus. You are not having it. Some of you also may have to watch out of misleading people. Watch out for misleading people or people that like to cause, I'm going to tell you, people that like conflict. Some of you are going to be very careful or cautious with conflict, or you might have to have like a keen knowing about that around your energy. Go to the bottom. I feel like when it comes to wanting to build in a direction, it's not wanting somebody to play with your emotions right now, Taurus. And I think Taurus is aware of that. You'll cut that out before it can come in. You'll cut that out. Kind of like, I'm going to say something I don't typically say, like a bad wet dream. Like I don't care if you're a woman, a man, it's like, I just don't feel, I get this weird, I don't have time for it energy. Some people may feel like they have put something off in career. This is if you're a Taurus moon or rising, that you know you need to you're trying to put a better perspective. You're trying to get a better hold on that shit. That's what I'm seeing for Taurus so far. Trying to get stronger with that. But there's something, I'm going to see what else is here. What's coming in the Taurus? We're going to pick them all up. We're going to shuffle a couple times, and we're going to see what happens. Let's go. Let's go. Some of you just need, I get the energy like some of you might have had to put up with so much. Okay, hold on a second. I have to be honest with how I feel. Some of you guys have either put up with a lot and you're trying to move away from what you've put up with, whether it surrounds you or whether you allow that chaos within inside of who you are. Whatever that's about. Oh my God. Here we go. Here we go. It's like you just know. Every time I try to think about if you're having it, it's like I don't want to deal with it. I'm not letting it rush towards me. I'm not putting up with it. I think if you see something for faulty, fake, it's almost like you're like, well, it's a means to an ending anyway. So good for you. I feel like, and I get this weird when it comes to you or business, you'll look away. Something about with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, like it comes off like a lot of nonsense. Getting a lot of like, just you don't want to put up with anybody's nonsense at this time. Let's go for Taurus. What's going on? Judgments. Clarify the judgment card for Taurus. Show me. Clip. So have you identified, Taurus, that a lot of you are leaving things behind? Some of you have decided to identify some judgments have to stay out in the cold. And that's what produces the strong balance. And I feel like if you didn't, you would know that not only emotionally are you wasting your time, but you're lying to yourself. There may have been things you wanted to fight for that had to go, that had to die, had to end, had to be released, let go of. I don't feel like you want to take the gamble. I really feel like you don't want to take the gamble. Somebody needs to hear it's distractions. This is what this is. The King of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles. If you were to play with it, it's a distraction that is a waste of time. There's a kind of like a waste of time energy that you know you shouldn't deal with. I feel like you're well aware of it. It's the Star card and the High Priestess with the Two of Swords. And some of you, it's almost like if the decision was hard to make at one time, it's not anymore. Something tells me it's not anymore. You're not going to let it affect where you want to go, whether it has to do with the principle of the past or understanding something. You're going to say, nah, I wanted balance. Some of you, it's towards not worrying about love right now or playing with that. It's almost like if you had to choose a road, you're not choosing the broken heart right now. I feel like secretly you're aware of this. You may have had to meditate to figure this out, or you just emotionally let it go and say, you know what? I'm focusing on the changes that are going to make me feel value / appreciated. I don't think you want to go in any other direction. I feel like you won't deal with that. Ace of Swords reversed, you'll cut that out real quick. A lot of you, it has to do with because the balance just wouldn't show up or be reciprocated correctly. And to you, you sit like on the throne knowing your value. A lot of Tauruses right now, I feel like they know their value. Something about you know your value. Others of you could have had somebody that started to think about you or wanted to come back towards you. I feel like that already may have happened. Or if it does happen, you're going to know your value. Because I have the World card. And I'm going to show you guys. I have the World card and the Page of Cups. So if somebody comes in trying to talk a good game, you're going to be like, no. So sorry, but my heart is already I have the door closed on that. That session is over kind of energy. Like I'm not going to play with it. It won't produce happiness. It was too back and forth. Or it's almost like when if somebody wants to come in and they want to water the garden, but then they forget to water the garden for days and the plants start dying or the food starts dying kind of energy. Very back and forth. Like come in as they please or at their leisure. And I feel like you're like, nope, I can't do this. I can't do that right now. Hold on, let's go. Give me something else. Give me something else. I don't. Okay. Why did this come out? This one next to it. Somebody's mad about an outcome, or is trying to decide if it was the right decision. I also get somebody's trying to ignore this, or they feel like they don't know. Somebody's struggling to let go. They think about a situation and they want communication with you or to fix something, Taurus. That's what I see around your energy. Ooh, whatever that's all about. Here we go. Let's keep going. I'm going to give Taurus a little more. I'm in the mood to give Taurus a good reading. Why not? Anything else you can show us. So then we're going to move on to Virgo. I just feel the need to say, don't let things mentally distract you right now, Taurus. Just don't let things get mentally distracted or make you feel chaotic right now. Off the table. And what is it? It's the Sun card reversed. It's just going to clarify what I feel. All right, clarify. Give me something. It's almost like if somebody came towards you, Taurus, the Sun card reversed, the Five of Pentacles outright, you would already know where it's going to lead. I feel like you would know where it's going to lead, or that it gets cut off with the King of Swords in reverse. Feel like it's almost like if you had to know what's coming next, or what the basically if you needed to have the upper hand. I get the feeling like you have the upper hand with understanding if it's really something you should value. I'm going to tell you, you wouldn't put value in it because you've something about you're too wise, and you're going to value yourself. Some may have struggled to admit that they wanted to do this, but then they recognized they had no choice but to move in this direction. I feel like when it came to moving towards another sign, could have been an air sign, fire sign, Taurus. You're just feeling like, no, something, I can't go that way. It needs to be cut out. I'm not going to communicate. I got to focus. I feel like you're trying to stay grounded and focus on your stability. You got a lot of earth energy coming out. Earth, air, and fire. All right, let's move on. Here we go. Let's go. All right, we're going to go to Virgo. Virgo. What do we got for Virgo? What's coming in? Virgo signs. What do we got for the zodiac sign of Virgo? What do you want to tell them? Virgo. We're going to drink some coffee for Virgo. Oh. Virgo. What's the storyline? Some of you Virgos are learning to stick to your guns, or I feel like a lot of you are going to either be learning to stick to your guns, or you've seen things for what you've seen things for with learning is how to basically not be disturbed of things around you. Situations that disappointed you, you're gonna veer away from. I feel like things that it just didn't feel like it was worth it, you're gonna veer away from it. Something about you veer away from this. Some of you, I feel like a lot of you have already done it. Others of you, I just got the energy that some of you want closure from a situation. You maybe want to know what a situation's what's gonna happen down the road with that situation. Okay, whatever. Let's keep going. All right, here we go. What's here for Virgo? What's the energy around Virgo? What's coming in? Virgo. Show me Virgo's energy. Here we go. Ooh, I want to do it. If it comes out, it comes out. Some of you, the message is simple. It was smart for you to stop communication with somebody. What? The Four of Swords reversed and the Page of Swords, or not think about the situation as heavily. I feel like you're doing that. I feel like you're recognizing it's just like I don't like to say like good riddance, because it's kind of an asshole thing to say, but I feel like that's how you feel about the situation. Like you feel good that you're getting rid, you're letting go. Hold on, show me something. Why is that here? Virgo, what's coming in? Some of you, I also have this weird thing I'm feeling where some of you, it might be a good idea to do more. Have a nightlife, go out and do something fun. Maybe get on a boat, go somewhere. I feel like you haven't opened the time for you to do that. Some of you, I feel like that's the message. I feel like you've been holding, I'm going to tell you, I feel like you've been holding back from doing that. Well, I just get this energy like a lot of you have been holding back from going out and having a good time. Um, some of you, it's an X you just won't let back in. Definitely could be an earth sign, water sign. Definitely could be an earth. I'm going to tell you earth or water that you're like holding, you just don't want to let back in. Others of you, if it's not an X that you're worried about letting back in, what I see is I feel like you hold back on going out. Page of Cups reversed. You're not emotionally taking it on. The Three of Cups upright. The Judgment's reversed. That tells me no. Like you're holding back. You're resisting. All right. The Eight of Cups, the King of Cups, emotionally resisting, and the King of Swords. And I feel like it's from going in that direction. I feel like the message here is you got to try to maybe you're not feeling passionate, or like that should be your focus right now. Like you should go towards that. I do feel like I'm reading you guys. If you're single, maybe you're in a relationship you want out of, or you're trying to get out of, but it feels like this is more of a single person, or a person that knows somebody that's not committing to fun. I feel like somebody's not committing to fun. And some of you could be more focused on your career right now than anything, but emotionally, that's not all the fulfillment you want. I feel like Knight of Pentacles, you want love. Some of you know you want love. I'm done. And you're holding back from the celebrations. I get the energy like you're holding back from these emotional celebrations that you should go after. So what if somebody duped you or tricked you in the past? Who cares about what had happened, what could have been, what should have been? Who cares about that? Let's focus on where you can go and what you can, like the direction you can heed towards, the direction you can play with. That's going to make you feel a lot better, a lot better. And it's good. It may even help you forget about the past. Something about it may help you forget about the past, give you a little more initiative within the stability of the situation around you. Others of you, some of you are also trying to release being stressed out or anxiety, because you want balance. I feel like you know that. So your reading tells me you have stressed out. It's like you want to focus on career, but you want love. You want balance with both, but you're not putting yourself in the scenario of it, the love part at least. And it doesn't just mean you're stressed out about love. Some of you, you're stressed out about love and career. Hold on. Show me something else for Virgo. One more. Show me. Okay. Just wanted to come out. This is the strangest message for Virgo. This is the strangest. So I have the Death card with the King of Pentacles. Stubbornly knowing there's things that need to be let go of. I get this let go of energy around you. Like I have to let go, whether it's the past or things that have happened or that have slowed you down or made you feel stuck in situations. You could also be fighting a lot to try to, I feel like one day your emotions are okay. The next day they're off. Then the next day they're okay. Or it's a couple days they're okay, then they're off. And that's, people have those days. But there's something here where I feel like that's kind of why you sit back and don't do anything, or you're not doing as much as you should be. And the message I have here is the victory lies within doing something. The Six of Wands to the Seven of Cups. Never forget that you have options, like more options than you're aware of. Something like I feel like they need to say there's more options out there if you're willing to take the risk. And when I say take the risk, that's the next card. If you're willing to work towards it, you don't have to run towards it. You don't have to be as fast as the speed of light, but you've got to start opening up your passion and start working on going towards it, doing something more exciting. Oh my God, the next card I picked is taking the risk. Taking the risk. I'm telling you, taking the risk here. You're holding back. Virgos are holding back from taking the risk. Something about I'm holding back, but I need to make a decision. I need to move in a direction. Why is the Ten of Swords? I need to move in a direction that's not going to make me feel. I'm going to tell you, like some of you feel like that you need to move in a direction that's not making you sit still, where you don't feel like you're sitting still. Virgo. The choice is yours, Virgo. The Five of Cups reversed, the Wheel, and the Ace of Swords. I have two awkward messages here. I can't say awkward, but it's weird the way I got the second one, just by looking at it real fast. So the Five of Cups with the Wheel reversed is you knowing there was something that was probably unhealthy or toxic around you that you're not going to play with, again. Others of you, the Five of Cups reversed, the Wheel, is what are you going to do? Are you going to let go of what's already happened or what's already needed to stop? And are you going to pursue action, clarity, go towards something with like truth, clarity, excitement, bold, take the risk, maybe towards that Knight of Cups, towards the exchanging of starting. I get this. You need to start over energy when it comes to love. I don't feel like it's just loving yourself. I think it's giving yourself the appropriate surrounding or time, something about being available for it, doing it. But then again, another part of it is, and I never associate this card this way, but I'm going to say that's why it seems a little strange. If it was you cutting somebody out that you felt was the wrong judgment, the death with the Devil and the Judgment, if you had to cut somebody out that you felt it was wrong, or they cut you out, you kind of looked at the situation for what it is. You're not wanting to be emotionally bothered by it. You're also with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like, it's okay that it's behind me. And the Ace of Swords, typically I would value cutting something out if it was in reverse. No, I feel like if that knife was sharp enough to cut paper and the person's name was on it, their name's been cut off the list. Something like that. Anything else? Anything else? Two came flying over my hand. I love it. Some of you had to stubbornly ignore a person around your energy. You just weren't willing to build with them, or you knew they lied about shit. Some of you knew that they lied about shit. You didn't want to feel fear or anxiety in a situation at all. When it came, every time it would show up, I think you knew like how what's that saying? You can't teach a dog new tricks, or an old something like, you just know that there was an energy that was giving you anxiety or just toxic that won't accept change. I'm going to tell you, won't accept change. And I feel like you really focus on wanting to have communication or starting again in love, seeing actions in love for you. What is that? What is that? You also could have a lot. I feel like I do want to say something where I feel like there could be, you could have luck on your side for a little while. I get this weird, I don't typically associate the Star card as my lucky card. It's like my strong manifesting card, trying to give to things equally, whether it's balancing things for yourself or the ones you care about, something like that. Maybe even getting more. I just feel lucky on that. The Queen of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Hermit. Some of you just continue to believe in what you want and manifest it hard right now, Virgo. This is the weird. I don't know why I'm going to say it that way, but I'm going to say it that way. Queen of Pentacles to the Moon reverse. Keep going after what you need to manifest in. You came out in the reverse. Don't let anything get to you. For you to get that Eight of Swords in reverse, I think that's very important. And now I have the Chariot, and I have that on top of take like towards love. You have good help. There's something about I have good help behind me. I'm going to tell you that I'm over it. I get it. I totally get what this is. Things are going to start to balance out for Virgos that were put through a lot of either trauma or not only emotional, but mental stressful things is what this reading is showing me. A lot of you are going to start to not have to worry about that anymore. I get an energy around you where it's like either you're going to start really picking up the speed. And it feels like your energy feels like it's everywhere. What I mean by that is it's like, if there's an issue here, you start to work on it or you focus on it. And as you're doing that, all these other issues start clearing up. And you may be getting help from people that like really love you or exist with you. You have too much spiritual energy in front of me not to tell you. I have the High Priestess, I have the Hermit, I have the Star, and I have the Death card. And then that page of Wands, the communication cards, that could be communications that start picking up for you, or just it could be the communications from what we can't see via the eye that are helping you. And your message kind of went really spiritual, like you could be getting outside help, but I feel like it's because you need it or you've needed it for quite some time in a situation. Okay, that's what I'm getting on Virgo. Let's go to the next sign. All right. Okay, Capricorn. Hi everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in, Capricorn. What else is going on? We're going to shuffle this a little different for you guys. For Capricorn, take a couple pulls off this cigarette. And then we're going to do Capricorn's energy. See what I can get. I want to know what you're going to get. I'm curious. I don't usually try intentionally to ignore the cards as I do that, but I was looking at them, but something was like, just don't say anything. Let the cards show you something. I don't know what. Let's go. Capricorn. Capricorn. What's coming in for Capricorn? What's the message for Capricorn? What are you going to say to them? What do I need to say? What's here? The defeat is over, Capricorn. Some of you guys, the defeat is over. You've accepted it. Some of you guys have accepted the defeat is over with somebody that's gone, that you miss. Oh my God. Some of you have accepted the defeat that hasn't shown up in the direction or the pursuit of happiness in love. What? Here we go. I feel like you've recognized the past. I feel like you're just trying to move on to happiness. Let's go. Let's go. Give them something here. You just showed up. No, not many shuffles. You could be pouring into your own cup at this time. I'm pulling that out. I'm going to see what we get. Show me something with these four. Show me something. A lot of you are going to start working harder or becoming more productive. I feel like nothing. You ever hear that song, I'm all the way up? Nothing can stop me now. I don't even know who sings that, but I feel like that's you. That Seven of Pentacles, I feel like those pentacles belong in that woman or man's basket, and you're very passionate about it. Hold on a second. Show me something for Capricorn. Oh my God, it came flying out of my hand. You're very compassionate right now about structuring your organiz. Maybe you're restructuring something. Some of you, it could be. I get this. You're planning. Some of you are going to start planning. Planning and focusing on the things that bring you joy and excitement, contentment. Hold on. A lot of you have already planned something. What the fuck? You've already manifested something or asked the universe. Oh my God, ask the universe. Star card. I feel like you've already manifested or asked the universe for something, and it's on its way. I don't know what that's about, but I feel like if you needed to know if it was heard or you felt like it wasn't coming through, I think it is coming through. Some of you might have been losing the patience waiting for it, though. Or you may have somebody around you that is struggling to get their career or health in it could be their career or their health up. Hold on. Show me something else for Capricorn. I'm going to give you 4 shuffles, and then we're going to see what it says. Here we go. What do we got for the zodiac sign of Capricorn? What's coming in? What's coming in? Money's going to start coming in. You're also going to start learning or valuing things at a really high with a higher purpose or outcome. You're aiming for that, not only financially, but the way you would treat things emotionally or the way you let them come towards you. Somehow, if it doesn't show up correctly, it won't be something that you stress about with a celebration. You also may have the advantage to move towards a lot of different, I'm going to say this, a lot of different fun or people this year. So you're going to be very attractive to people, or people are going to find you very attractive, Capricorn. I feel like you're going to have to choose. Holy shit. I feel like you're going to have to choose. Like, who's the victor? Who do I start working with? What? And I feel like it's, if it hasn't shown up, it may just show up. Some of you could choose to change something or what you do for a career. Others of you, I feel more like it's a love thing. You might have some choices with love. I feel like you have some choices with love. I want to know what this is all about. It did want to come out, but it came out. All right, all right. It's almost like you have a really cool reading. I like your reading a lot because it shows me anything that disrupted you in the past. You've released this, or you've known that it had to go, is what your reading is showing me. With the Death card and the 5 of Swords in reverse, I have the Page of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles. You're going to start working, producing more love, or going after things that feel balanced out with career and love. You have a very high motivation in love and career. Also in learning new things. So you could restructure something or try something else. A lot of you could have some travels too. Some of you could be traveling, whether it's a vacation or you travel for something you enjoy to do. There's a boat. I feel like somebody's hitting the road. I feel the need to say some of you are going to be hitting the road. Hit the road, Jack, and not never come back. Like, you hit the road and it's more exciting. I don't know. Whatever that's about. It's more of an exciting thing for you. Here we go. Something else for Capricorn. Money again. Wanting to get balance with money. And so you guys are going to want to really get money to work for you in 20. I'm going to tell you, I feel like you're doing this, and you've been investing in this for a while, or thinking or feeling about this for a while emotionally. And in 2023 or 2024, I think they say something about the year of the rabbit's a good year. I think that was last year. This year could be better. And if you had a hard last year, this year has been just as rocky. Next year's your year. 23, 20, something about 23, 24 on you. And I just feel like that's what's going to happen. Let's keep going. Anything else? Somebody else could feel crushed or mad at you. Whatever sign it is, could have been an Aries, definitely could have been a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Somebody could be mad at you. But they can't get you out of their head. Or they know you can't do that with them. I'm getting both sides there. So there's a cross watcher that can't get you out of your head. Or the message I need to give you is don't focus on the things that disrupted your movement, slowed you down from progress. Keep that out of sight, out of mind kind of energy. The wheel, it's completed, it's over. There's no reason to emotionally be attached to it. The dilemma's done. You know, that's what I see for Capricorn. What? All right, let's keep going. All right. Some of you, it's almost like a lot of you might have had to recognize if you had like a relationship and the communication it felt irrelevant, I'm going to say, because I didn't have a lot of communication in that reading, Capricorn, the Strength, the King of Cups, and the Two of Wands. You might have known, and I might have missed in your reading, that to get to your happiness, you had to cut that away. And kind of, I get the Emperor with the Two of Wands. You just had to move on. Oh my God, underneath the Emperor, move on. Some of you, it was more or less, I needed to move on. I need to be strong enough emotionally to move on from a situation that I wasn't attached to anymore. It wasn't showing attachment to me. It feels more like it was, some of you, it was back and forth. You did it to each other because there wasn't a real sturdy communication. When they were ready for you and had time for you, they had time for you. But you mimic that energy. I don't know. I'm done. All right, we're gonna move on. Here we go. Here we go. That may not be everybody's. Only take what makes sense on the end of that. All right, let's keep going. All right, we're gonna do. I think we're gonna do Gemini next. Why not? Start with air signs. That was the strongest energy it kept showing me, but it didn't. It wasn't. Excuse me. It wasn't a lot of communication cards in your reading. It didn't show me a lot of that. It showed me a lot of money, future success, and not wanting to revisit situations that felt like speed bumps. That was for Capricorn. And you know what's crazy? I just looked down and I feel like you know that. You may have had to go for a period of time and learn that and start focusing on the things that are worth manifesting towards. Not worry about the things that aren't fighting for you or that are delaying your happiness. Get excited about the Three of Cups, the new energy. That's Capricorn still. But now we're on Gemini. Here we go. Gemini. What do we got for Gemini? What's coming in for Gemini? Ooh, I burned my arm. I was smoking a cigarette and somehow I flicked the cigarette and it came down in my sweater. And I'm like, why does it feel like something's biting me? And I pressed it against my arm before it came out. It gave me a little bit of a burn. I get told before we do Gemini, I get told I have soft skin. And I'm always like, why do they say that? Like, yeah, my belly's a little bit soft. It's soft in certain areas. But I'm like, why? Everybody says I have soft skin. But like I'll put a cigarette out with my fingers, soft skin. I got burned a minute ago, and I'm checking to see how bad it looks because I can kind of feel it, but it doesn't bother me. You know? Here we go. Gemini, what do we got for you? What's coming in for Gemini? We're going to shuffle for a little bit for you. All right? Gemini. All right, Gemini. Shuffle time. Who is it, Gemini? Is it you or is it the other person? The energy it shows me is somebody, because somebody doesn't want to focus on the past emotionally or the regrets of the past. Whether it's you or the other person, somebody's not wanting to see that, the focus of it. Woo! Somebody wants that to stay, keep it at a distance. Leave it behind them. This is probably somebody you were attached to in a physical relationship. Whatever this was, I feel like this is behind you. This is definitely past behind you. You could be excited about new things coming towards you, new arrivals of love or direction with career. Some of you, it's about having both choices show up for you the way you want to see it happen. Whatever that's about. Let's keep going. I'm gonna shuffle a little more. Gemini, what's coming in? Gemini. Three of Pentacles. Something about some of you could be conflicted. Some of you guys could be conflicted about a career thing or a project. Okay, so some of you are either conflicted about a career thing or a project. I saw one card and then I was just say it. Others of you could feel conflicted about somebody trying to come back and talk to you, have that conversation. I feel like you don't want the stress and anxiety of a situation with that person right now. You're like, you're 1 foot's out the door. No, nope, 2 feet are out the door. You almost have like a mentality of I see my lessons as blessings, and I know I don't want to go in that direction. Others of you could be struggling. Some of you could have 1 foot in, 1 foot out with work, or be thinking about that situation a lot. Hold on. So is it like some of you, do I want to work on a situation or do I want to let it go? Some of you are trying to figure that out. Whether you stick around and play with something or whether it's going to be too much of a pain in the ass. 10 of Wands, King of Wands, and Balance. And Balance is here twice. And it's mirroring itself. One's upright and one's in reverse. And it's career related. Some of you could feel as if, so some of you could either feel, I feel like I'm reading the career situation via, if that's not making sense in career for you, then it's your love situation, and I'm just bringing up career. I don't know why the need, hold on. Because it's like every time I try to think of career, love shows up right next to it. You got a lot of you let go of love or the hurts, maybe the anxieties, or you're working towards that and putting more time and effort into the career. Definitely starting to manifest. Some of you are going to start manifesting change. And I don't just mean like more. Some of you could be getting more healthy, getting more money. But others of you, I feel like this is more important. Changes right now. Just heard like Ozzy Osbourne, I see changes. And you may be a little stressed out mentally about the changes or about trusting going after that direction. That's what I'm saying. Look at, again, bottom of these are off the bottom, moving that way. I get like a can I do it energy on you, or should I do it energy on you? Hold on. If it's a career thing, that's a yes. You have too many king and queens, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. I think you even had the Ace of Pentacles somewhere in here. Maybe. I can't remember if that was you or someone else. If I keep moving, I might find it. But you have so much. I don't know. I think you could, some of you, it's a crossroads. Maybe it's a crossroads with an authority figure, the Emperor. Could be a boss. Some of you, it's more or less, if I do something, will it be the right outcome? It's almost like you don't want to cut yourself short, is what I see in your reading. Take your time. Don't overwhelm yourself, Gemini. That's your message. Take your time. I feel they need to say, take your time, choose your battles. Don't rush your thoughts on how to handle what you're going to do. Whatever this is, whoever that's for. Some of you are going to have to take your time. Others of you, the message is like, why I feel they need to say that is because some of you could feel like, is it worth it? Like an is it worth it energy. It could feel like it's bringing too much stress around the home or taking up too much time. Whatever that's about, Gemini. I'll try to give you a little bit more, just in case I didn't get anything for you there. Doesn't mean something else will show up, but I'll try. Let's see. Anything else for Gemini? Anything else for Gemini? I don't know if that was you, but I thought I saw your card. But a lot of these cards look similar. I don't know if that was your card. Anything else for Gemini? What's coming in? What can you show me? What's the message here for Gemini? Anything else? Woo-hoo-hoo. Some of you guys, it's more or less you need to trust the decisions that you're going to make. Something about trust the decisions you're going to end up making. And I do get like it's a do I stay or go energy. It's like somebody's look at victory. Somebody's wants to head to a victory. Somebody feels like there may not be a victory. Your energy is very back and forth with the situation. And I feel like the only thing you can do is be attentive to how you chase after what you should already know within yourself. I've been telling you guys for months, you're getting more intuitive. Practice more with it. I have to be honest with you, Gemini. Practice more with it. Identify kind of more of who you are and if it's worth fighting for or if you're going to walk away from it. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You got to do it yourself. I'm not the one at the end of the day that's got to make that transition. You know who has to? You. You just showed up. And I can't tell you what to do. Leon, the Leo, can't tell you what to do about what's going to make you happy. You have to open up your own imagination, Gemini, and balance out your own situations. You still got to be the boss and go after those decisions. You have the power to do it. You just got to be willing to take the risk, let go of any fear or anxiety, and accept the change. And I've already told you once, it looks good for you. Oh, it looks good for you. I'm done. That's you getting secure with stability. It's almost like some of you guys are just born to do well. I don't know what the hell that's all about. So either you just work your ass off or you're very good in the work ethic, or maybe putting balance in places for others. So, oh man, moving towards balance, maybe for others more than yourself. And maybe that's why you always land on your feet. I don't get it, but that's what I got for Gemini. Here we go. Let's keep going. I do get it, but I don't get it. I don't think it was giving me much out of that, like outside of do that for you guys. The only other message I feel like you're moving away from is you're trusting decisions that have to be let go of towards love. Look at this. You're putting them in the cold. You're putting them in the cold. The Six of Cups reversed behind you. The 10 of Wands to 3 of Pentacles. Things that upset you of the past, you're not going to be put there anymore. You're not going to be taken for a ride, Gemini. You're starting to really learn. Maybe you've been focused on spirituality for years now, and it's helped you really identify what you want truly or the real connections you want in love. Maybe you did it without spirituality, however you may have done it, however your brain functions. But I'll tell you what you're not doing. You're not going to let something cold or that makes you feel off represent. You're like, I'm good with that energy. The Knight of Swords reverse. You're not running towards it. You're running away from it. 5 of Pentacles. Some of you have learned to accept the past has happened to teach me something in love. Some of you, that's what a part of the message here for you. You've learned that the past had to teach you something. You've given it a lot of thought. And I get like the energy, you didn't want to believe it, but you had no choice. I feel like the Seven of Swords with the Four of Swords is you gave it a lot of thought, might have even given it a lot of emotions, might have caused a lot of anxiety, might have felt like it was off balance around the home. And that's why it's probably best to let go or release yourself from it. The Four of Swords to the Seven of Swords, you might have even known that you were holding on to something that just wouldn't balance out or wouldn't come at you fairly. I get this unfair battle. And somebody knows, whether it's you or them, or even maybe even both of you. I feel like somebody knows when it comes to the stability or the structure of it, somebody was holding on to the other for too long. That's what it shows me. That's what I got for Gemini. All right, let's keep going. What's up, Jill? What's up, Devilish? Hello, everybody else. Welcome in. We're going to move on to Libra in a second. Libra? What do we have for the zodiac sign of Libra? Here we go. Libra. What's coming in for Libra? What's coming in for Libra? Show me what's coming in for the zodiac sign of Libra. Show me Libra. I need to shuffle more for you guys, like 3 or 4 more times. I just can't stop yet. Libra. What's coming in for Libra? What do we got for you? Money. Definitely could be money. Or taking more risks with finances, or thinking about the financial things that are going to bring a victory. You're very focused on money. Career. What else is here? Ah, it's funny. The card it showed me upright, the first one I saw was you. Oh my goodness. Let's just see what it is. Trying to figure out what to do, what direction, what's going to work and what's not. Identifying what might not have worked out, or knowing that things that didn't work out in the past, how you somehow overcame. Anytime Libra, things were hard in life and you had to overcome it, I feel like you're doing that all over again right now. I just feel like that's what you're doing. Some of you, it could be a fresh new start with career. Hold on, give me something else for Libra. What else is here for Libra? What's coming in? It's all about career for you. Some of you Libras are like, I've dealt with too many toxic situations in love, and I'm not gonna give it another investment or any of my. If you could give money to somebody like it was love, you wouldn't do it. That's kind of what this tells me. Libra's like, no, I feel like you're more gonna start investing towards yourself. Also, you're trying to emotionally not be upset. Some of you are having a hard time with your emotions, or you will be. That Ace of Cups and the Devil, back and forth with your emotions. And the trick is, don't get stuck there. You may have to work yourself out of moving out of that. I'm going to tell you, some of you may have to think of other things. Start thinking of other things, or putting other happy thoughts in your mind, something like that. Anything else for Libra? Some of you, if it hasn't started, it will. If you're a Libra and that hasn't started, this will start. If you start to use, anytime you get down in the dumps, let it go. It's a matter of just let it go I feel the world, the necessary need to tell you, you have the power to do that. What you might have had to deal with already, you're aware of. And it's time to emotionally not let it upset you. Don't even give it a second thought, feeling. Just know that you can't, even if it's just for now. Something about even if it's just for now, put it down. It isn't helping you move forward. And you know that that's probably the best changes for you, is not to focus on something that's stressing you out or that's giving you that feeling that you know you shouldn't communicate or deal with it. I feel like you know that it's throwing you off balance, or it's making you think a lot of the past and putting you in very nostalgic energy while you're trying to focus on strengthening your own situation around you. For Libra so far, I'm going to try some a little deeper for you guys, see if I can get something else. Libra. What's the message for Libra? What's coming in for Libra? What do we got for the zodiac sign of Libra? Some of you could be having no communication or very little or shitty communication with a water or an air sign. I'm going to tell you, water, air, or earth sign, it's either you don't communicate with them or it's very little. And I do feel like somebody's bitter. Somebody's bitter about it. Probably that it didn't work out. And it feels like an air, water, or earth sign. Here we go. What's going on, Libra? Show me something around Libra. You showed up. You could feel like somebody wasn't fighting for you or investing in you. I feel like you felt like somebody wasn't investing in you, and I just get this like I had no choice but to, I'm going to tell you, move on energy. Some of whether you felt that way or they did this to you and moved away from you, whatever happened, I feel like it didn't happen right away, and it took a long time before somebody pretty much put the X in the coffin type energy. So this isn't like a flyby one night stand reading. I'm reading somebody you dealt with for a while, and I feel like it just once it collapsed. Some of you, it took years for the situation to collapse, but once it collapsed, you really wanted to stop stressing about it and focusing on the things that you could put in front of you. And it felt like it was delayed moving away from, I get this like it was delayed moving away from it, cutting it out. The King of Swords reversed, the Queen of Wands, the King of Pentacles. You could have been delayed. It's whether you're a woman or a man, somebody was delaying the outcome or still is. Because they're focused on stability more than anything and getting balance with stability. Stability is really the target of happiness or the thought and prayer on Libra's mind, whatever that's about. Might also be you might have thought about changing careers more than once or have a job that's like a contractor or independent. Whatever. Whatever. Let's keep going. I don't feel like a lot of you had that excitement. I feel like it's a singles read or somebody that knows that it just didn't work out in a relationship. But whatever the deal is, when it came to sacrifice with working at the house or in like, if I was going to tell you, am I reading a power couple? No, it's the complete opposite. It's the complete opposite. Somebody could feel drained or feel like the communication wasn't showing up. And that may be why they're wanting to move on. But no, it's delayed. This is somebody's holding back, whether it's you or the person that dealt with you. Whatever. Let's keep going. The Fool. Somebody's not willing to, move out kind of energy. Move on. This isn't going to be everybody's. This one's extremely specific. But look at this. Somebody's afraid to move away in love, whether it's you or them, or that's what happened in a situation. Somebody was afraid to do it. I'm going to tell you, I feel like all they had to do was trust the situation or open their heart up to knowing secretly it was probably the best thing to do. But they held back and didn't move on emotionally, or they held on to the emotions and were afraid to let go of a situation. Whether you did this to somebody or somebody did this to you. That's what I'm seeing for Libra. I hate to put it that way, but that's what is showing up. Somebody did it. Somebody gave you the short straw, or you did it to them. And now it's all about trying to be able to build in a direction where it doesn't phase me type energy, whether that's you or them. Who is it? Four. I got 50-50. Some of you could be you, it could be you, it could be them. Could be like the seesaw effect. One feels one way this day, the other feels one this day. Kind of whoever it is, whether it's you or them, somebody didn't know what to do, or if they wanted to do anything with it, even play with it, work with it, work on it, whatever that's about. Other things might have been a distraction, lusting over other people, other situations, and somebody got damn tired of it and emotionally felt like, you know what? See you later. We're going to stop right here. I'm not going to let that exit get to me. Maybe even haunt me. I've had enough, and I need to go towards things that really want to come towards me emotionally. I feel like you emotionally know the communication wasn't there, or the person wouldn't emotionally open up towards talking to you in a loving manner. Kind of put you on the sidelines, whatever that's about. That's what I got for you. And it might have been because they were focusing on something else. That's what I'm seeing. Some of you, they were focusing on somebody else or something else. Okay. How's everybody doing in here? How is everybody doing? All right, we're going to read Aquarius in a minute. Aquarius. Here we go. Aquarius. Welcome in, happy house. Aquarius. What's coming in? Some messages. What's coming in for Aquarius? If it can show up, it can show up. Give it to us. Thank you. Here we go. Hello, Sandy Rose. Did I say this for you last time? Something about out with the old, in for the new. I don't know if it was Aquarius I said that to last time. I said it to one of the signs. I don't know if it was you. Could have been Sagittarius, Capricorn. I don't know. Out with the old, in with the new. You're not wrestling. Somebody's not wrestling with what's already been dealt with. You're like, I don't want to wrestle. I'm not going to wrestle that alligator no more. Kind of energy. You're like, nope. I'm not going to go play in the mud with your ass. Kind of energy, whatever that's about. Here we go. Every time I try to, maybe it was an earth sign, air sign, water sign, the three cards that didn't want to go back. I don't know. Here we go. I'm not going to wrestle. Here we go. Some of you some of you got smart when it came to a relationship. You got smart. And I feel like you had no choice to get smart and strong. Okay. It's good. What's here? So what I feel, honestly, that was around lover for some of you, and other you, that was around a family problem. Family problem that always keeps showing up, whatever that's about. I think you got sick of it, and you didn't want it to stress you out anymore. Another side message is the person could be struggling. If this resonates with you, they could see that they were struggling with money. Is what I'm getting. Let's keep going. They may have been struggling with finances, or they're getting older and their health is getting worse. Whatever that's about. Let's just keep going. Here we go. They definitely could be an earth sign, water sign, whoever this is. They may have tried to work on things with you or mend a broken heart. What happened? Tell me what happened. You may have went down, they went down one road, you went down another. That's a 2 of Wands reversed. I'm going to tell you, when it came to working on it or building towards it, somebody told the other person no. And I feel like, I'm going to say, I feel like it's you. I feel like you might have had to say no to this individual. You didn't trust it with patience or know if it was work. You may have felt like it never changed or it wouldn't provide a solution. And that's why you cut it out. King of Swords energy. Maybe it was a Libra. Maybe it was another Gemini. Maybe it was a Gemini or an Aquarius. Some of you, if it was a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, definitely Sagittarius or Leo. If it was an earth sign, anyone, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. If it was a water sign, Scorpio. Could have been a Saggy. Could have been a Scorpio. Definitely could have been a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. There's so much earth energy here. And it felt like you didn't want to, but you knew you had to humble the situation. Whatever that's about. Some of you, and this is something I feel like went on a while back. You had to get humble with a situation or understand it for what it is. Kind of remove yourself from it. Know what is worth the gamble and what's not in the situation. Know if it's worth playing with. I feel like you said no. I feel like you honestly said no. I feel like you had learned the things. It was just mentally going to be like a dud. Every time it doesn't mean you didn't want it to come to balance. I just feel like emotionally you knew that wanting this, it might have felt one way or one-sided when it came to getting to victory. That could definitely, it doesn't have to just pertain to love. Some of you, that's a lover where it was one-sided. Others of you, it's a family situation that was one-sided, didn't build right. And I feel like you've known for years. Something about you knew about this for years. Some of you could have been a mom, whatever that's about. A mom, a parental figure, maybe a dad, an uncle. I don't know, but that's what I'm seeing. There's a lot of men and women that look older here. You let it come to an ending. And I feel like you didn't want it to bother you or get in the way maybe of what you're doing now. So you said deuces. I feel like you said deuces. You're not carrying other people's burdens. Almost like you had to accept, I already said I wanted to fix this in the past, but you didn't trust me. Whoever that's for. They didn't trust the situation. They didn't listen to you kind of energy. So I feel like you had to kind of maybe find your own direction, work towards the things that make you stronger. Maybe that's why they showed back up, whatever that is. But I feel like they didn't show up for long. I feel like you trusted the decisions you had made. I feel like you knew to trust your own decisions, and it was to change or to keep them away. Basically, keep them away. It was either I got to keep them away or I know they haven't changed. And I'm not going to fight for something that may come in, show up for a little while. It's almost like they come in and then you don't talk or hear from them for a long time. And nobody wants to deal with that. Or you don't want that to be the effect around you. Or maybe your children. I don't know. Something about could be around your kids. Let's see. That's done. I'm done. Could be around home or kids. You don't want what you've dealt with around children. Maybe grandchildren. I don't know, but that's what I'm seeing for you. I think you've really paid attention to the past and the things that threw you off track in the past. I think you're taking the risks of identifying, transforming the past and how to move away from that shit. Not let it disturb you. Not let it mess with your the fundamental value you have to offer or the truth you have to offer in family. Somebody came in and out emotionally. And I feel like the person was broke. They're either broke or they know that they come towards you, and it just makes you feel stuck or pisses you off. And you may hold back with your tongue. Some of you held back with your tongue until finally you had that talk, and it probably stung a little bit on both parties. I feel like it stung a little bit on both parties. And whether it was love, whether it was a parent, I'm done. Ace of Cups, lover. I feel like you decided I'm getting in my boat and I'm moving on. Or you need to get in the boat and you need to go. You know, if you had fought for a situation a long time ago, that would have been the right decision. And then I would have started building with you. Then I'd start playing with this idea, but you didn't. So since you didn't, I'm cutting your ass out. And no, I don't want to communicate with you because emotionally, I don't want to see this around the ones I care about. Some of you had to deal with that. Some of you had to be tough. Love is sometimes the best love, but it sucks to do it. I hate to say that, but somebody dealt with that. Somebody out there probably dealt with that, whatever that's about. All right. Here we go. All right. I gave you every card just because your story it was telling me like a detailed story for somebody out there, maybe more than one person, whatever it is, whoever it's for. You know, I feel like you guys, and I don't feel like you did it in a mean way. I feel like it sucked to do on your end. I feel like the Aquarius really knew it. Might have had to do it more than once too. I get the energy like some of you did this more than once. Had to have that talk with the person. Like it just wouldn't click. And that's tough. That's tough. Oh man. Okay. Who should we read next? Get out of there, Aquarius. Who should we read next? Who would you guys like to go with next? So far, we've done Earth and Air. Oops, dropped one of my empty Red Bulls over. I never took them up the last couple times when I read the last couple times ago. Oh, did I bring a lighter down? Or I gotta go upstairs? Fuck. I think I brought them down. I thought I did. Yeah, I did. Who are we gonna read next, guys? All right, let's see. All right, let's see who said what first. My phone, I don't think it's showing as fast. Oh, I'm way behind. It just showed me standing up. My phone doesn't show the stuff that quick. It always gets like lag or behind. But it's because I only have 2 bars right now at the computer. And I don't have it on Wi-Fi. Only the computer, so it won't interfere with my Wi-Fi. And somebody else could be using Wi-Fi, so I'm like, nah. If the Wi-Fi is being used, I'm like, nah, hell no. So I don't need it lagging any more than it will. All right, so I see. Who do I see? Okay. Oh, Aries was already done. Somebody said Aries. Wait a minute. No, Aries wasn't done. Aries wasn't done. I haven't done fire yet. I think we're going to save fire for last. So I guess we're going to do water signs in a minute. We're going to do water signs. All right. Let's do Cancer. Cancer. Fire signs will go last. And I'm glad I did this because if I didn't, there would have been a chance Pisces is last like they always are. And that's not fair. That's not fair. I don't want to do that to Pisces. All right. All right. So here we go in a minute. We're going to do Cancer in a second. What do we got for the zodiac sign of Cancer? Cancer. What do we got for Cancer? What's coming in for the zodiac sign of Cancer? I have a weird thing to tell Cancer, but I'm kind of proud of you, honestly, being a Leo. I have to show you. Keep showing me every which time I shuffle with a different card. A lot of you guys aren't going to fight for situations of the past, Cancer. A lot of you guys have a lot of emotional. You've been trying to get as like in your zen. I feel like you've been trying to get in your zen or sticking inside of the box, your own comfort zone. The emotions that you have, You've been investing tightly inside of them with yourself. But not only do I feel and see that, what I feel is things that had hurt you, whether it was another water sign like yourself, or you just being very attached to your emotions right now. You're not gonna let anything mess with your emotions right now. You're not gonna let anything pull the control over it right now. I don't think you're doing that. In other words, if somebody tried to come back, I don't think they could emotionally they couldn't get you emotionally aroused or fixated on them. Cancer's like, nah, it's done. Or I'm over it. Something like I'm over that. Also, you could be focusing on the next new relationships or working towards building new relationships, getting communication from new relationships. I don't think an ex could hook you back. I feel like some of you, I'm going to tell you, some of you Cancer signs, an ex couldn't hook you back because they had another woman, or they treated you as the second woman, whatever that's about. This is what I'm getting psychically. I don't fucking need the tarot right now. Others of you, it's more of being morally adaptively respecting yourself. I feel like a high respect for yourself. Some of you are still upset about the other woman, though. Some of you found out towards the tail end. Fuck. All right, let's keep going. Some of you didn't find out at all. Some of you did find out. Not all of you. Not all of you. That's not even, I don't have the cards in front of me. That's why they got silent. That's why it went silent. Somebody went silent on somebody. Shit. Something felt off balance or was hard to predict what they were doing, where they were investing their time. Something about where their investments were going, who they were communicating with. Why it felt like when they were once around, all of a sudden now you've become the burden. Why are they not working with me? I feel like you had to see this for yourself, and it took a little bit of time. You know the saying, time heals all wounds? Well, I feel like you figured that out. Some of you figured out there was another woman. I have to say, they had their attention on another woman. I think you thought about it a lot while you focused on the victories of your successes or wanting to have more stability in your life. I feel like you were too busy working on that and getting changes in that direction while they were busy stepping out. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. This is somebody was playing with your energy and somebody else's. That's what I'm feeling on Cancer's energy all day long. I'm telling somebody's secret. My phone screen just started doing the circle thing, like almost like spirits like stop telling them, or my signal just is that horrible down here. Oh man. All right. Have a good night, Sandy. Here we go. Show me something else for Cancer. Show me something else for Cancer. I don't feel like you regret like what you went through anymore. I do get like you didn't like being played with. I do get you might not have liked being played with. Or somehow it might have been hard to see. I feel like it was hard to see what this person was doing. If you were trying to look in, it was hard for you to believe that they would do that. To me, what that tells me is you really liked that person or loved that person until you realized the person, doesn't really stress or fight for me or open their heart up. And I think it was like you had to release the anxiety. As you release the anxiety, the passion just forced you to propel yourself to move on. Focus on the things that you can't, that it's almost like you had to focus on career, work, maybe family. You knew you had to stop the communication. You knew this. There was a man I feel that left you high and dry. That hanged man, I feel like somebody left you high and dry and you wanted to work on your manifestations, or you just wanted, maybe you felt like it was better to move on. Some of you might have wanted to move in, but the outcome was I need to move on. Five of Pentacles reversed. I'm done. It's got to go. This some bitch is a liar. Look it. This person's a liar. This person will not build with me correctly. You know something? And I think it was what I'm feeling on Cancer right now is this situation. It may have been something you dealt with when you were like, listen to this. When you were younger and you were in a relationship, if you were having a little too much fun or you hopped out of a relationship and did something that you shouldn't have, somebody much older down the line did this to you. I feel like you're older than me, whoever this is for. I feel like you've already seen this shit in the past, love situations. And I feel like you're not wanting to stress about that stuff right now. Your abundance is kind of the motions you want to run with. You are still passionate for love to come towards you, but at the same time, you're working on yourself more than you're focused on love. Or if it moves towards you, I don't feel like I feel like you're not worried about wanting to be emotionally burdened or manipulated right now. And I feel like you know that. I feel like you're just putting yourself at business or putting yourself first, probably emotionally, because you've identified what had happened. Some of you did find out. Seven of Pentacles reversed and the Sun card, why it stopped, or that they moved on and started out somewhere else. I don't think you're emotionally deterred by it, upset about it anymore, and I think you can trust. Go to the bottom. That if they weren't going to emotionally show you who they are, they're not going to do it with the next person. So if somebody did this to you and rushed towards somebody, I can't wait to show you this. If somebody did this shit to you, Cancer, if somebody was trying to make you go back and forth with feelings, thoughts, emotions, or just cut you out of the loop and made you have to figure it out, however you did, whether you caught it red-handed, got told about it, that's not important to me. That's irrelevant. What's important is what this shows me is emotionally, they're going to do it. They do this over and over again. It's like they like what they did to you, they'll do again. I just feel that energy on this person. And I think the best direction for Cancer was to recognize, you know what? If it doesn't want to fight for me, or I have to fight to figure things out, I need to go have victories elsewhere. I'll remove myself from it and I'll move on. You know, I have no choice but to cut this away from me and not let it be a burden or scorn me. And there is the third party that you're not letting it be. You're not letting them do that to you or throw you off balance. It's like what's done is done, and I need to focus on where I can go, what I can rush towards. Who needs to do that? You, and you're aware of it. You're like, I'll cut your toxic ass out. My money and stability is too important. I got time for games. That shit stopped when I was a kid or right after I was a child. My stability and my balance are the right judgments and outcomes right now. Booyah. And I'll wait for good communication. I'm so done. I'll wait for good communication. That's what I got for Cancer. Wow. Here we go. I liked your reading. Self-respect reading. But it was also like you might have found out something. You might have got some skeletons out of the closet, and that sucks. That always sucks. You had somebody playing with your energy all day is what that was telling me. You know, and it doesn't feel like it shoulda, coulda, woulda. It felt like they're very impulsive and good at that bullshit. All right. Next sign is gonna be a Scorpio. Here we go. All right. Here we go. What's up, sucker chick? Hey, Bloomin' Rose. Hope you're doing better. I think I saw a comment where you were like, man, I need some Leon energy a while ago. I hope things are getting better for you. The Hangman reversed and the Eight of Cups. Whatever's bothering you, don't stick with it. All right there. Bloomin' Rose. Don't let things keep you feeling lingering. Don't give it any more thoughts. Get more rest. More rest, less stress. All right, here we go. All right. Scorpio. What's coming in? Scorpio signs. What do we have for the zodiac sign of Scorpio? What's coming in for Scorpio? What are the messages for Scorpio? Let's see what we got. Why is it reversed? Explain to me what's going on with Scorpio. Clarify that. Clarify it. Okay, wants to come out, you're coming out. What do we got? Scorpio. It's coming in. It's got to go right next to that one. I have to, Scorpio, you're focused on career. You're very focused on career, Scorpio. You have the 10 of Pentacles in the middle, top row. 2 of Wands, the Fool, taking risks, getting balances with career foundations, or bringing in more money. You're either investing a lot in money and work, or you do work a lot. If it's not that, what it looks like is you want to see more money be produced. Some of you may try new things to produce more money, doing things to make money show up more, whatever that's about. May become more creative with it. Anything that you feel like you need to release that feels like patterns, you're focusing on that too. The 10 of Wands is reversed with the 7 of Swords reversed to the 4 of Pentacles. I feel like you're getting into like a strategic mindset, and anything that you feel needs to be released or like you don't want to renew, you're not going to right now. I feel like if there were documents or contracts you needed to sign, you're not willing to do that. Something about I don't want to do that, or I'm going to make the decision just to go in one direction. I get this one direction with that wheel. That's the judgment at hand. A lot of that one direction is picking up finances or saving more money. What else is here? Saving more money, getting better at something, or finessing something you do. Maybe even changing the way you do something, career-wise or within yourself. Give me something else for Scorpio. What's going on? Show me. What's going on? Some of you are not wanting to sit in places that make you feel uncomfortable, or if you have to give it a second thought, you don't want to. Some of you have been sitting with this for a while. I don't know if this shows up in my readings for you guys, but I feel like this has been with you for a while. I've got the Magician to the Queen of Cups to the Knight of Cups in reverse. I feel like emotionally, you've had to learn so much of situations that have went on around you, or feel like you understand them. But then with the Temperance and the 8 of Swords, you don't want to rent any space in your head with the situation, or get stuck on anything that feels like it's getting in your way. With the Hanged Man reversed and the 6 of Wands. Some of you could feel like communication is the problem. Or the lack of reciprocal emotions, whatever that's about. Some of you may feel like it didn't show up, and you don't want the anxieties of it. This is the 3 of Cups. The celebration's not coming together. Whether this is a love situation or family, this feels like love, family, or social. This feels love, family, or social. This could be somebody, social environment around you, friends, love, or family commitments. I feel like it made you strong, it made you focus more on getting balance with what you want to manifest. Some of you may have felt like they cut you out or treated you unfairly at times. Might have felt like they weren't fighting for you, they were fighting for everything around you. Not for you though. I feel like it wasn't for you. Some of you may have moved away from it or wanted to move away from it, or it felt like chaos, whatever that is. And I feel like you might have felt like you got cut out, and that pushed you to focus more on stability. That's what I think you're working on, is stability, fighting for your own direction. I do feel like something cut you away though, or didn't work with you, and you had to decide to go work on your own, go towards your own happiness. A lot of you, what sucks too, is this could have happened while you were dealing with either a health dilemma, or you had a lot of love for the situation around you. But I do feel like you were cut out, whether this was a family, lover, whatever this is. It's either you were cut out or you cut it away from you, or it's a matter of time kind of reading. If you're in a love reading, it could just be, I mean, if you're in a love reading, if you're in a love relationship, it could just be a matter of time until you see that be the outcome, or the person with you sees that. I feel like if you're in a relationship, it's the communication needs to get better, or the emotional and the emotional aspect of it and the communication needs to get better, or what happens in that relationship, it drops off. This is for some of you. If you're not single and you're in a relationship, it could drop off, or you're not gonna look at things that drop off. You're gonna try to remove yourself away from what. You're working towards leaving it behind you. I feel like you don't want to focus on things of past, whether it's a love situation or just something that you do have passion for, but it's up there. Just, it's like clutter in the brain, and you're not willing to deal with it coming at you or making you feel like less than. Some of you don't want to feel less than, and that's how you've been feeling in that situation. This could have went on for a long ass time, and I feel like emotionally you're focusing on the things that you want to see for you, Scorpio. All right. Doing things for yourself. So some of you may not want it be, some of you are probably not trying to ask for help right now. Some of you, it's like, I'm not going to ask for help, I'm just going to do it on my own kind of energy with Scorpio. Oh my God, the card that hit the ground is the person fighting for themselves. I'm done. Some of you are just, no, it's like, that's the best thing to do. Any card could have fallen, and it's the wounded warrior, the person that has to put the struggles that were behind them and focus on what's good, or the stick they still have. Not worry about the problems behind them, the situations that arose, or that might have made them feel like they fell down to one knee, might have felt less than. I hate that. I hate that. Let's go. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so let's do Aries. Aries, what are we going to get for you? What's coming in for the zodiac sign of Aries? Here we go. Aries. Please remember to hit that like button if you don't mind. Subscribe if you like the content. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Here we go. Aries. What's coming in for the zodiac sign of Aries? Three more shuffles. Aries, what's coming in for you? Last one. Here we go. What do we got? Aries, what's going on? Oh, I'm so curious. Show me something on that. Aries, what's coming in? Ooh, went jumping over here. Anything else, Aries? Show me another part of this. I feel like a lot of you Aries are going to build towards, I feel something about you building towards balances, but a lot of the balance has to do with being a very good communicator. I can't even see you guys, but being a very good communicator. There's two storylines so far. Either you're going to be a very good communicator going forward and building in that direction, or the Four of Swords, you think about how I can communicate or do something new with communication that establishes more money, or you've already started that. Another message is the Tower reversed to the King of Swords, to the Page of Pentacles, to the Four of Swords, to the Balance in reverse. Another message I'm seeing is you may get communications. You may communicate with air sign, fire sign so far. I feel like you're going to be also very dedicated to work. Some of you, it's dedicated to work or producing better outcomes with work, especially if some of you could be trying to, some of you, the message is you need to focus on saving your money. Or if you're not saving your money, what you're going to do, you could be working a lot for the kids. If you have children, you could be working a lot for kids. Four Swords to the Justice reverse, to the Temperance, to the Victory. And I feel like the Victory card with Temperance on one side, Knight of Swords on the other side, all upright with the Six of Wands. I don't feel like there's much that's going to stop you right now. With other than you maybe some of you, the message is you're going to be either need to be patient with a love situation, or you've already made that decision to do that, or you're working towards it. I'm going to ask a specific question, see what it says. I'll tell you what the question. The answer is yes. I asked, does Aries want the love? The Knight of Cups, Two of Swords. I feel like some of you are wanting that communication to show up. You guys are loving that, loving the idea of it. Some of you Aries, and I feel like you've held on to this for a while, Aries. What I get on your energy is, with that Four of Pentacles, as much as you want to, work hard, play hard, as much as you want to work hard, you want to focus on love or the communication that is non-existence when it comes to happiness or showing up to build. And you know that. A lot of you are aware of that. I feel like it just hasn't shown up. So either you're struggling with career or you're struggling with love. It's one or the other. That's what this reading's showing me. Clarify it. Some of you aren't struggling with career as much as some of you, it could be career or needing to focus more on the things that are going to keep you feeling grounded, healthy. A lot of you are also trying to release or get balance of anxieties. That's another thing with that Four Swords and balance in reverse. I feel like you want that, whether it's with family or love. It's definitely, some of you, it's with love. And you're not liking the fact that it always feels like it walks away from you, or you have to walk away from it. This is what it's telling me. Yeah, I feel like you hold yourself to knowing this as well. It's no secret here. What it tells me is emotionally you haven't liked how situations had been. Emotionally, you're trying to, I feel like you're trying to emotionally move on or understand or see it for what it is. Hold on. The Fool card. I feel like you want to move on, or you're trying to learn how to trust yourself. Some of you are also struggling to hold back with communication, or you feel the other person is. Ace of Wands. Could be an air fire sign, fire again. Whatever this past thing is, are you learning? Some of you had to learn from the past, but also I just get this energy that you're really going to focus on career and not, some of you, it's like you don't want to be burned. You don't want to be burned. You're more focused on your career. Some of you are Aries. It's like you're not playing with anything but career right now. I feel like that's your motive. You need to focus on career on top of celebrations. Emotionally, I'm not rushing towards that right now. I feel like you know that. I feel like you know that. King of Wands, stubbornly leaving passion out. Where? Where are you leaving it? In the cold? Some of you just aren't fighting for it, is what this tells me. Maybe the message is, maybe it's time to identify with where the balance needs to go. Sometimes the bump in the road can be anxieties. If it isn't anxieties, it's getting more rest or trusting a direction. Something about that. I saw the Two of Wands down there earlier, not that long ago. I just pulled that out. Some of you it's about trusting the direction. Some of you might feel like relationships just they don't work and not wanting to be emotionally stuck on it. Clarify that. Your reading is all about it. So either somebody didn't emotionally tell you or open up to you. You could have dealt with it. Definitely could have dealt with an air, fire, water sign. It looks like air or water. There's a lot of that in here. But whatever sign it is, somebody. I just don't. I feel like you're not. It doesn't excite you. Whatever this is. Every time I see your energy, it's the emotions are bad, like unhealthy. Not feeling like you wanting to go down, face these judgments or deal with them. Kind of moving on and manifesting towards a different direction. Emotionally, every time the cards come up with emotion, it's in the reverse. And that's usually, look at reverse. 10 of Wands, good that it's in reverse. But I feel like you're not trying to focus on the slack of things that emotionally upset you. Sometimes the trick is just because something emotionally upsets you and you're focusing on everything else, focus on the thing that's upsetting you. You know what I mean? Like, don't be naive to the things you don't pay attention to. Somebody needs to hear, don't be naive. Don't be naive. We're gonna get some more for Aries. I'm curious to see what else we get. I've been kicking Aries pretty hard lately. Some signs get their ass kicked. I don't know, but we'll see. Ooh, it jumped in, slapped me in the hand. Some of you, it's love. It's about love and it being a burden or just too much of a burden and getting in the way of your career. Some of you got to dump that. No secret that you've got to dump that out and revigorate yourself with emotions. Because right now, even if you're tending to yourself, I feel like the message is you need to evaluate the past. What did the past teach you, Aries? Something like that. Because every time I see your energy, it talks about how emotionally you won't pick up the pieces. I don't know. That's what it's showing me. Let me tell you, the Temperance with the Knight of Swords. You already got that at one point when I had the first spread out, and you got the Six of Wands. And they were all together, but in a different. It was the Six of Wands was in the middle. Now it's like this. Being patient with the actions I'm going to pursue or the victories I'm going to run towards, but wanting to move my ass towards victories. And then it's knowing that's the best emotional outcome, but still reflecting or holding back to the problems. Stop focusing on what was done. Focus on what can be done. It's almost like don't be a broken recorder kind of energy. Go after balance. A lot of you, the direction you've been working on is trying to be more inspired and get your health revved up or your career to run off the rails. That's what it's showing me. Anything else, Aries? Anything else for them? It isn't a reconciliation energy. Some of you, it's not a reconciliation because you believe. Some of you, I feel like whatever other sign I said this to, it's patterns. You focus on the patterns of your stability. Maybe that's what you're supposed to start, marching towards and looking at. What is this? You have so much move out of things that emotionally upset you or that you cut free of, that you don't put the work into. And it's like that. The message I have from you is play with it. I feel like stubbornly, you know you don't do it enough. And who knows? There you are. You know that I feel like you don't give it enough of a shot. Or you might not, some of you, it's you haven't been giving it enough of a shot or a go, or you haven't had the time for it. Stubbornly wanting passion, but not picking up the communication. Somebody may not trust it. Somebody, I get the energy that somebody doesn't trust it. The Queen of Wands, the Page of Wands, not picking up the communication, or feels like it's, you know, feels like I get that somebody feels like it's a waste of time to communicate. I'm done, Aries. I'm so over this reading. But wants to be emotionally happy or have the stability, but doesn't go after it. You need change. And I feel like if you focus on that, you not only do you learn something, you may gain something very valuable. Maybe the risk is worth the reward kind of energy. Let's see. Emotionally, maybe it makes you more happy. Show me something else. Show me something else. Some of you have made up your mind that you're just going to stick with and be content on working on yourself for a while, or going in a direction where it doesn't look like. I feel a lot of, clarify the King and the Queen reversed. Holding back on manifesting love or fighting for love, and it's because of the past outcomes or judgments. Some of you are holding back. Or if you jump in a relationship, it's telling me if you jump in a relationship, you might do what you've done in the past. You know, that, not saying that I haven't done that, you haven't done that. We've all done something, but it feels like that's why you don't. Or if you do, it's just, this is a strange one. This is a strange one. Just take what makes sense to you, Aries. Anything else for Aries? Show me something else. One more part. Give me something else. Don't show me the same thing. What else you got? Aries. What else you got for Aries? Just two. I'm only going to take a few. I'm going to take many. Aries. Show me. Clarify that. Give me something else. A couple more and we're done. I get it. So a lot of you too are trying to stay grounded right now, or maybe grounded or fighting to stay balanced. A lot of you, maybe it's with not having the love situation show up. All right. Trying not to let it emotionally make you feel off. The Ten of Swords with the Eight of Cups. I feel like you just don't want to go through a battle again with foundations that might not have showed the balance you were hoping for. Some of you may have tried, though, to open up with communications, or you know that you want to see the balance come in. The thing is why does it come with the Chariot in reverse and the Five of Pentacles and then the Devil in reverse? Because somebody could have, I feel like somebody fears building. I also feel like the Five of Cups to the Four of Pentacles, emotionally wanting to focus on their stability. Not get upset about things that they think are going to upset them. The Queen of Pentacles in the past. Not really wanting to revisit the past or stress over it. Not at all. Because these already came out for you. And I think you know this. I think you know this whether you dealt with an air sign, water sign, fire sign. It's just like you felt like it wasn't the right judgment in the past, or I'm not going to fight with the situation. I'm going to continue to work on me. Or building more money or saving more money right at this time. Invest in me. Others of you may be wondering what happened with something falling through with a vehicle. Why did it take so long? Why did it not show up? why are there problems constantly? Whatever the frig that's about. But what I'm seeing here is the Judgment with the Two of Cups reversed and Temperance. Some of you just got sick of waiting for love to come correctly. Your message 3 times I pulled cards, and every time I pulled cards, the Knight of Swords came out, 6 of Wands came out, and Temperance came out together. And I feel like it has to do with you focusing on what you can value, or not wanting to be deterred off of things that make you feel unvalued, unappreciated. Anything else? With celebrations. It tells me you want to build with them, though. I see that you want to build with them. You want to build with them. I'm done. I'm done with your reading. Emotionally, you know you want it. If you told me, nah, I'm good on my own, you're lying. You're a liar. Don't lie to yourself, because you want it to build. And then you came out. You came out. So some of you are hoping to see something or invest in a direction, but you're very conflicted with if I'll go after it or if I won't give it time. And you do stress about it a lot. And I feel like it's because you hold on to things that are behind you, things you were supposed to move away from. I'm done. I'm over that reading. It's like you're focused so much on things that have already happened that should be irrelevant, that it probably, it's like Humpty Dumpty on a wall. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a good fall. Don't fall off the wall. Why would you fall off the wall? And I feel like you fall off the wall because you expect the worst before you. That could be you, or that could have been what was done to you. But I do feel like I was getting more your energy in your reading, more of like you back off, or maybe you meet all the wrong people. I don't know. I'm not getting into it. I don't know, but that's what I'm seeing for Aries. Let's go to Leo. I'm like, what the hell am I going to say to Leo? Here we go. I'm drinking some coffee for Leo. Time out. Shake and bake. Like, what was that? Leo, I'm wondering what you're going to get. We'll see. Leo, I'm smoked for you. Leo. All right, guys. We're on Leo. Let's do Leo real quick. I know I said I'll smoke. I'll shuffle first so I don't get it in my eyes as much. Leo, Leo, Leo. Let's see what happens. What's coming in for Leo? Leo, I gotta tell you, some of you could end up finding yourself working more or going towards that. Keep showing me the Page of Pentacles. I also saw the 9 of Swords in reverse. Not wanting to deal with any frustrations right now mentally. Just not having it. You're just not having it. Maybe mentally or emotionally. The Moon reversed. The King of, whoops, I threw the card. King of Cups reversed. The Chariot's there. Some of you could be having somebody come towards you, travel towards you. You could be traveling towards somebody. Chariot. Let's keep going. Let's hear for Leo. Why? Why, Leo? What's going on? I have to give it to you. Show me more for Leo. What's going on? Give me a little bit more of a layout. What are you gonna? Ooh, what is it? I need to know why that's here now. Anything? Clarify the last two. Hit my hand, and I am not taking these. I am definitely actually you're here and you're upright. I will take the last one that landed on my lap, and that's you upright. And I want a clarification on these. Wow. Yep. Let's keep going. Hit my hand. Yep, I get it. I get your message is done, and you've made the decision already. Some of you, it's you trust I think you're valuing yourself. I think you're valuing yourself this time, Leo. I have to be real with you guys. I see you valuing yourself with what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 cards out. What it shows me is Leos are really valuing themselves. The Three of Wands reversed. But you could also be at a crossroads with, as you're trying to value yourself or add more value to a situation, some of you guys are having to be patient with it or needing to know how to be patient with yourself. I got a weird story. So some of you are being patient with your abilities, your practice, or you need to become more steady and patient with it, Leo. Become more steady and patient with it. I don't say this. I never say this, and I don't use this word very much. To the intuitive Leo, sit your ass down. That Three of Wands, if you're a very intuitive Leo, you're shedding your skin. If you're an intuitive Leo, I think you're shedding your skin. I don't think I've ever said there's a snake on the Hermit, the Temperance card. I've never said anything like this. You need to be patient with yourself because you have the Hermit and you have the Death card right next to the Hermit. You're going into a new phase of understanding or figuring things out, or you're trying to. I wonder what else you're going to get here. You have the Queen of Swords. You may feel like you're figuring out what to work with and what's not worth working with. You at this time, Leo, you know emotionally what bag to take and what purse is shit. Leo, and some of you, it's the women. Some of you could be a younger man, but it looks like the women. I feel like a lot of the Leo women are getting very intuitive, or you have the chance to acknowledge more of your abilities, or you're working to make. I get a weird structure energy on you. Some of you are learning a new talent. I have to say it. The Hermit, the Death card, the High Priestess is in reverse. And while you're doing that, you're also learning what you won't play with. The Eight of Pentacles. While you're learning and focusing on happiness, emotional happiness, staying content, you're not going to be thrown off. You're not going to let people mess with you. Hell to the no. I feel like it's because you know how to control your emotions. And other people lie about how they feel about their emotions or communicating it. Leos don't have patience or passion for somebody like that. A Leo would stubbornly tell you, take that shit and keep that shit outside. You're not going to mess with my celebrations because you have anxiety or fear. A Leo's not afraid to tell you the truth. Like, I hate to be blunt, and I'm a blunt guy, especially if you get on my bad side, because it's like I treat everybody with respect, and I let them be stupid towards me and never offer to be stupid towards them until they fuck up with me. And then I show them who I am. Because that's self-respect. They should have already identified with who I am or how I treated them, but they don't like to treat the Leo right. So I'm a free soul. I'm a free agent, and so are the Leos, so are the Virgos, so are the Aries, so are any sign. But never let anybody pull you down to a level of existence that is shit. Nobody likes stepping in shit. So if somebody's going to try to push their bullshit on you, see through their bullshit. And I feel like you intuitively know that. Others of you wouldn't reconcile with a person at all right now. A man. Some of you women will not reconcile with a man. You're done. That tells me there's a Leo woman that will not reconcile with a man or give them another shot. Show me something else. You've put it behind you. You've made the decision to put that behind you. Show me something else, Leo. You've closed the door on something. I feel like you learned. Not only do I feel like you've learned with that High Priestess card, I feel like you've learned. Some of you, the message is take the high road, or if the past were to try to resurface or revisit or come around, tell it to kiss my ass kind of energy. You're like, no. Stubbornly, I feel like you need to look. This is extra stubborn. Stubbornly, you know that that's the best outcome or direction to move towards. You're like, just no. If something comes at you childish or selective, something could have came at you so selective or so, I don't know what the deal is. Some of you, it could have had somebody could have came at you. You could have dealt with a relationship, a friendship that had a fucking bigger ego than you and tries to hide behind that they don't. That's fucking, oh my Lord. And I feel like they tried to make you see through some bullshit and they couldn't. Whatever sign this you dealt with, it could have been an air sign, earth sign, water sign, or a fire sign, whatever that's all about. You're like, nah, man, that ain't happening. You know what's funny about this is what it tells me is others of you are ready for emotional new beginnings. So some of you had to see through some of you people try to put the blindfolds on you, but really the blindfolds within inside of themselves. I don't care whether you're a woman or a man. That's the story. That's the story for Leo. Holy shit. And emotionally, I feel like they can't touch you. Emotionally, they can't touch you, and they got to figure that out. Because why are your emotions all showing the right action and producing the right victory or producing the right balance? Nobody's going to mess with a Leo stability. Nobody. Leo won't let you do that. It ain't Leo's imagination. Leo will cut your emotions off because they're stronger. They've had to fight harder, endure more, and they'll focus on the real connections, not the faulty ones. Something about fakeness. Fake. Leo will cut it out or see it for what it is. Somebody might have tried to toy with you. Or if they didn't try to toy with you, the communication came in, and I feel like when it came in, you acknowledged it, but then you said, nah, man, you just don't let go of the things that bother you. Have a good one kind of energy. Like, cheers to you, but I'm not going to be put in your energy. Figure out your own judgments. Keep yourself stuck. I know how to move from the past. If you can't see the toxic shit you do, too goddamn bad, because it's not getting in my way. You said no. You said no to whoever you had to say no to. You cut somebody out, or you seen somebody trying to be something that they're not, is what that tells me. You had the energy around you where you seen them to be full of shit. All right, let's keep going. That's what I got for Leo. You seen somebody who was full of it, and you knew that. It's probably why you were like, see ya. This person could be doing well with stability, but their love situation is all fucked up. Their love, it's love or ego. They act childish. They don't know how to choose the right road or invest properly with the past. And they have high friggin' anxiety, temperance, and it makes them lie about a situation or not trust how to move away from it. Definitely could be a fire sign, air sign, earth sign, maybe a water sign, because Scorpio keeps showing up. But I feel a lot of ego on this person. I feel like they try to hide that they don't have a big ego, and they got a fucking huge one. Probably bigger than you. Here we go. Here we go. Sagittarius. I hope one fire sign gets like a pretty reading. I kind of want to rewatch my Leo, and I never watch my Leo. Sometimes I'll watch my Taurus. It's very rare. I'll watch my signs. Sometimes I'll read the chat and shut my voice down because I don't want to hear myself. But I kind of want to hear that one. I don't. Somebody said I like Taurus. I saw that comment in the live, and it made me want to watch my Taurus because I'm Moon and Rising. But honestly, I kind of want to listen to what I said to Leo. Something about I need to listen to the beginning and the middle. The end, I kind of remember. The middle and the beginning, it's already left. All right, Sagittarius. What do we got for Sagittarius? Saggy. All right. I think my chat's been in the same spot for like 10 minutes, so I'm going to exit out, come back in. It sucks. I'm trying not to cuss as much because YouTube won't show this stuff to nobody. It is what it is. I'm just going to have fun and enjoy this going forward. It's all I can do. Have fun. If something changes, it shifts, it shifts. Let's go to Sag. I got to put you on the board. I'm in like a no-nonsense zone in my life right now. I can't deal with any nonsense of anybody. It's just not worth my time. Okay, Sagittarius. Here we go. Super cubes. I watch Shark Tank and it makes me laugh because he's a Leo. Mark, he's like super cubes. It's a great name, but no, I do not want to invest in the product. Super cubes. Here we go. What do we got for Sagittarius? Here we go. Don't bring Leo into the battle. What's going on? Sag, what do we got for you? What's coming in for Sag? I don't know, but I feel like you're doing something right. I have to start the way I feel with you. I feel like you're starting to move into the right direction. Maybe it's acceptance. Some of you could, I get this, it could be being accepting to move on, maybe to move towards new love too. Some of you could be moving towards new love or getting ready to take that value on. This communication may not be here yet, but it could show up. What is going on? Show me more for Sagittarius. If you had hard communications with a situation, something that you've dealt with, I feel like you're over it. You have I'm over it reading. Something that didn't commit to your happiness, or that I do feel like you really cared about this. It didn't want to fight for you. It didn't want to work with you. And now I just get you're moving on. You're moving on. Whatever didn't work out, it's okay, kind of. Oh my God, I don't know who this is for, but some of you, it feels like you were loving towards something that just didn't love you. I feel like you wanted to work towards something that you were very, very passionate, had a lot of, I just get like this overwhelming care. I can't stop looking at the Two of Cups and the King of Cups. You may have had to release or move on from something that wouldn't fight for your love or respect. Whether it was a fire sign or an air sign. Whatever it is that you had to be patient with, you did. You did and you learned. You learned about the investments you've dealt with, and that sometimes that person's got to go down that road. I got to go down this road. I'm going to manifest what I can. I have starting over energy. A lot of you are starting over. If it could have been a Gemini, could have been a Leo, could have been a Sagittarius, could have been a Scorpio. It's a water sign. Whatever it was that was in that, I feel like something was holding back or making you feel like it was holding you back. I feel like it was a struggle to let it go, or if it was a struggle to figure out if it would fight for you. Not anymore, because it's behind you now. It's behind you. This just tells me it wasn't easy for you to say goodbye, or you didn't like how the thoughts of the chapter ending, something about the chapter going away might have made you feel off balance, or you feeling like, man, like I get the energy like you might have been happy in a position or situation with somebody, had an open heart, very loving towards a situation that you're not dealing with right now. And I feel like you're building towards creative insight and moving on energy. And you know that that's the right judgment emotionally for you or anybody you invest around you. And this just tells me that you already know that. This also tells me what is done or what has happened is over with. Don't stay hung up on it. Keep investing and moving on yourself. I'm going to say on yourself, money. I get this weird family energy, and not being emotionally detaching from things that were out of your control that had to change. Some of you had to accept this. Some of you, maybe it was a Libra. I don't know. I feel like you're not going to let it deter you. Others of you, it could be something with the court system and money problems, or the person causing you them, or saying you're doing it to them, whatever the hell. You're going to get strong, and I don't feel like you're going to let anybody mess with you. If they try to, you're going to be, I feel like you're not going to be, I feel like you're going to know what to say or how to handle a situation. Some of you may end up having to deal with something in court, or financial situation. Somebody's waiting on an outcome. I get like outcome energy on you, and it could be with a earth air sign. There's Gemini, stability. It's somebody walked off. Whether they walked away from you, you walked away from them, whatever. And it could be it could be being disputed in litigation, is what I'm getting on your energy for some of you. Not all of you. That's very small message. Not everybody's going to be going to court right now. Let me see if I can get anything else for Sagittarius. Maybe it has something to do with child support. I don't know. It feels like it's a divorce, finalizing it, or finally getting something from that. Maybe finally getting your part, your shit. I don't get that. Whatever. Let's keep going. Give me something else for Sagittarius. Others of you, it's just letting go of what is or what's happened. Letting go, not wanting to be burdened by it. Whatever that's about. Here we go. Show me something, Sagittarius. Anything else? Came flying out. Flip. Trust yourself right now. That's a message I definitely have for Sagittarius. Trust yourself. What else is here? What is the ground? Trust yourself in the changes that are meant to happen for you. That's the truth and clarity. That's some of you like. Some of you could meet a new man or a new woman. This is what's coming. I feel like if it hasn't shown up yet, you're going to get the communication, or maybe the communication starting slow, or the emotional part of playing around with it starting slow. Something like that for you. That could be showing up or wanting to come towards you. I don't feel like it's an X. I don't feel like it's something you had already established or built. I think no. I don't feel like it's an X. No. I feel like you don't trust an X, or emotionally the decision's already made and you're not emotionally investing it, or they won't do it towards you. That's what I see in a situation. I feel like something stopped or came to a closure. Maybe the passion, it's closed. This is closed. There's an ending here. And it may have something to do around home and kids. It definitely has something to do around home and family. An ending. It feels like a divorce or separation. I got a divorce or separation. Maybe even recognizing. Somebody's planning, whether it's them or you. Somebody's planning. Thinking of what they're going to say, how they're going to say it. Somebody's planning. Somebody's getting ready to plan. Also, somebody could be wondering if you're entertaining somebody else. If it is a family thing, they could be wondering what you're entertaining, or who you're talking to. I'm done. Somebody could be wanting to know if you're speaking to somebody else. Emotionally, they think about it. And they're trying to save money. So somebody could feel like they want to know what you're doing, or they're going to be all up in your business, or try to be up in your business, or hear about you, or figure out what's going on. I don't feel like they can. I feel like they're too concerned with money or saving money. Something like that, whatever that's about. And whatever it is, the ride's over. And I feel like they see you getting better I feel like they feel like you're focused on career. This is so weird. And this could be a future. I feel like I'm getting the thoughts of somebody you were with in the past, whether it was years ago or it's now, or a couple years ago or a couple months ago, whatever the deal is. I feel like what's going on is somebody wants to know. They may know that money's going better in a direction for you, or if you're worried about money, keep working towards it. That can change, but it feels more or less like somebody knows your money's going good, but they want to know more, like who you're talking to or what you're doing. They want to know your business. I get this. They want to know your business shit. I don't know why. It's what I'm feeling. It could be a Gemini that's emotionally unhappy or wondering what you're manifesting and who you're playing with, or if what you're moving towards. Somebody that you invested in wants to know what you're doing. From a distance, they're curious, not just about your stability, maybe about where you're opening your heart, or if you are opening your heart to somebody else or only focused on career. They try to hide this anxiety. Sagittarius, they try to hide this from you. I'm done. And I feel like you're just fighting for balance. You are. Six of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, each side of my deck, and you're probably just fighting for balance. That's what I've got for Sagittarius. All right. I forgot to do Pisces. Oh, thank you. I didn't do Pisces. Damn, I put Pisces at the end. I'm sorry, Pisces. Don't hate me. Damn. I appreciate that. I'm sitting here and I'm like, why do I feel like I miss signs? I'm glad I looked down at that because I'm sitting here and I'm like, I feel like I missed somebody. And it was Pisces. Here we go. What's going on with Pisces? What's going on with Pisces? Whoever said that, thank you. I caught that last minute. Somebody said you forgot to do Pisces. Show me what's coming in for Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? Show me why that came out like that. I'm just going to flip it over. I don't know. Are you guys not fulfilled? Something about you could be wanting to be more fulfilled with time, money, or where you live. So, some of you, it's trying to figure out if where you are established, if it makes you happy. That's a different one, but that's what I'm getting off of that energy. Others of you could be trying to keep busy right now. I get like wanting to keep busy. Hold on. Keeping busy, probably wanting to move towards celebrations and accept celebrations that didn't show up fairly towards you. And I feel like you're accepting that, emotionally knowing that's the best outcome. I feel the need to say, that's the best outcome. Thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Cool, sexy witch. Thank you. We're going to throw you on the board. All right. Oh, no. You're moving on. You have a lot of, holy hell do you have moving on energy. You're moving on from the past. Some of you had no choice but to recognize the situation for what it was. You have so much moving energy. I feel like you're accepting to move on, whether you're a single mom or a single woman, maybe even a single man. I feel like you don't want to reflect on the things that you once did want to play with. I feel like you can manifest it elsewhere. Stability could be something that's on your mind. Maybe where you're gonna go. Why do you have so much moving away energy? I feel like you don't want to feel content with where you've been in the past. I feel like you're putting that behind you. Definitely putting that behind you. You're like, nope. Look at this. Nope. You're like, look, no, and no again. You're not going to communicate with things that emotionally felt like it was drowning you or lying to you. You're too powerful right now. You're very powerful. You have a very beautiful, powerful reading. And I feel like you need to keep trusting that. Some of you might have been lied to by an air or fire sign. That somebody was lying to you. I feel a total waste of time. Somebody was wasting your time. And I think you came to the acknowledgement. And it's funny because you're the next card. I feel like you came to acknowledging that they were wasting your time. And now you want to go towards victories, towards real love, real contentment. And you've learned that's the best outcome. I feel like you've learned that was the best outcome because it might have took a while. The Judgment card is in reverse with the Four of Swords. You got tired of feeling conflicted, is what this tells me. The Nine of Wands reversed, the Four of Swords, the mental clarity of it. Some of you, I hate to say it, they might have made you feel like a side might have made you feel like a side piece. And I think emotionally you got sick of it. You started to respect who you are. I really feel like you had no choice but to build up yourself. Somebody might have made you feel like they were hurting your character when they weren't doing anything to your character. They were just showing you the toxic situations that they are or that they do. Whatever this is, you might have dealt with somebody that was very emotionally toxic. I have to tell you the truth of what I feel. I feel like when it came to them, you dealt with somebody that was very, very good at manipulating energy. And I feel like you learned not to play with it anymore. I feel like you knew that they weren't creating true balance. Something about being honest too. I don't usually get honest energy on temperance, but I'm getting it right now. The foundation may not have been honest, and it made you focus more on your foundations. And I think that truth and clarity of a situation is it was probably the smartest outcome. Could have been an air, water, fire sign, by the way. You're not working with it. Three of Wands reversed. I think you wanted it. Either you wanted it or they wanted you, whoever left who. One person wanted it, the other person. It could have been you wanted it until you realized it was kind of like, something, it's got to change, or I got to change towards something that really is going to make me happy, or work with me. Not emotionally come after me for sex or communicate with me when they want to. Definitely could have been a fire. Oh my God. Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, King of Wands. Could have been a fire sign for some of you. Air sign, earth sign, air sign. You're trusting. I feel like you're trusting to recognize that emotionally they were fooling you. You put the burdens down. Maybe an Aries, Leo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All of these cards are reversed. You're not letting somebody trample on you, Aries. Some of you, I could have been an Aries. I meant to say Pisces. You're not getting trampled on. Look at this. Every card is you kind of saying, you know something? You hurt my heart at one point. I fought for a situation at one point. Some of them are upright. You really had to do your emotional homework and recognize this situation. It wasn't worth the risk. It wasn't worth the risk because I feel like the communication was non-existent or was, I'm going to tell you, it wasn't really, I feel like you dealt with somebody who's that devil card. I feel like you were dealing with somebody who just not somebody that, I feel like if there was somebody you wanted to manifest with, I'm going to tell you, if there was somebody you wanted to manifest with, I don't care what sign it is. You had a lot of fire energy in there, though. A lot of fire and air. You had everything. And I pulled every card. But I'm going to tell you, whatever it was that you're moving away from, I feel like you're making the rightest choice. Or whatever you had to leave behind. Something about whatever you had to leave behind, not look back at, you're making the solid choice. I'm done. To move on, Chariot. I feel like you had no choice, and now you're gonna manifest a better outcome with stability. I feel like I'm reading somebody single that got thrown around in a relationship. Basically, was either you were waiting for communication, might have had some fun with the individual, but then all of a sudden, where did it go? Why did they ghost? What are they doing? Type energy. Why won't they answer the phone? Whatever that's all about. And I think you said, you know what? I'm better than that. And I'll focus on the things that really want to manifest towards me. That's the direction I'll move in. Those are the directions I'll move in. I'm done. I think you assessed a situation to be at its ending. And I do feel like somebody was manipulating you or emotionally and mentally manipulating you in love. And I think you recognized it and decided, block time, or I'm not going to play with it energy. You're like, nope, it's over. It's done. I'm done with it. Some of you, it took more than one time. 6 of Cups upright. There's 2 times. Could have been 2 or 3 times you dealt with that. That's what I see for the zodiac sign of Pisces. Definitely could have been a Leo. It definitely could have been a Leo. Maybe I don't know why I feel the need to say whatever. It could have been a Leo, Aries, maybe a Sag, potentially some of you maybe, but I'm feeling Aries, Leo. I'm feeling Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo on you. Something like that. All right. That's what I see. All right, everybody. We went in order until I messed up and did Pisces last. I feel like Pisces for the next several months. Yes, I'm going to say this. Because of what you went through emotionally and putting down the toxicity of it and seeing the judgment for what it is and learning, I think what happens for the next few months, you really start to get balance with investments that you trust and working on that in the next few months for Pisces. That's what I see you rushing towards. Not focusing on the dilemmas of the past as much, which good, because that might tell me that eventually I'll get different energy out of your cards, and I'm gonna have to try to remind myself that that happened and see if the energy does change, because that makes me feel like the readings will shift even more away from old energy or energy that just treated you wrong. That's what I have for Pisces. Thank you all for being here. You guys all have a great night. Did I do all the signs? Did I get them all? Yes, I did. I had to count them just in case, just because I skipped one, and then I'm like, was it the only one I skipped? Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jill. You guys all have a good night. So be shuffled for the next time. Actually, I'll probably put these in the box right now. Why not? I appreciate you being here. Please remember to hit that like button. You know, hey, Sarah. Hey, Monica. Okay, guys. I'm out of here for the night. You all have a nice night and a great day tomorrow, and stay safe. Talk to you later.